As I'm telling you this story, I want you to think about the things that you wish you did more of. Two of my brothers have sons about the same age, and my mom raises one of them, whose name is Jonathan. So back when I was in college, I used to call my mom, I don't know, maybe once a week or every 2 weeks. And our conversations would go something like me asking, so should I open a bank account here or just use the one from back home? But now I have started calling her multiple times a week. And in fact, just the other day, this was like our 5th phone call just for the day. And she was telling me how my brother just finally got his son's report card after 2 months because they've been out of school for the summer. And she was like, pausing, got really quiet, and was like, come to think of it, I don't know if I got Jonathan's report card yet. So she went on like that wasn't even the point of her story, but I could not stop laughing and crying because of that. And she just continued on and finished her story. But that is not uncommon for us now, to just be in a fit of giggles while talking to each other, or sometimes even holding back tears while we're talking about something sad that has happened. And so you can see, hopefully, the difference in those conversations. Like, one is just, let's get to the point, which we still do that as well. I still ask her questions about things, and she'll sometimes ask me about stuff, and we'll explain it, everything. But there is such a richness, more of a depth, and even a lightness to our conversations now that we talk more often. And I even found out during one of our calls that she had been texting with 6 of her siblings about their mom 50 years after she had passed away, and shared stories with each other because she died when my mom was 12. And so I never would have known about that otherwise. And so many other stories and amazing things she has to share. So can all of that be attributed to this little thing I'm about to share with you? I don't know, but I do know that once I did this, I started talking to my mom more, and that is something that I really wanted to do. We know that life is short, and as I am aging, I am realizing more and more she's not going to be around forever. I know other people say it too, and even though we have these reminders, we don't always act on them. And you know, at first I did feel like, oh, I'm bothering her and interrupting her day, but it has become so amazing for me and makes my day better. And when we skip a few days, I'm kind of sad and like, this was kind of boring day. But it's also something that is brightening her day, and so I love that. And another thing that it has done is help me to actually watch the sunrise, because I used to maybe watch 1 or 2 per summer, and now I watch more than that in a single week of the summer. So let me tell you how I did that. And it is very simple. I personally like to use pen and paper because I am on my phone and computer enough as it is. So I wrote on a piece of paper weekly goals on one side and monthly goals on the other side. So if you've been thinking about some of the things that you want to do more of, you wish you did more of, and even as this comes up, as you're just living your life, if you're like, man, I wish I did that more, add it to your list. Have this list so that you can put things like that on there. So I do want to say this is stuff that no one else is going to hold you accountable for. So you don't have your boss saying, oh, did you watch the sunrise today? Or your spouse like, oh, did you call your mom today or this week or this month? So put those kind of things that you want to do, but they will just fall by the wayside because they aren't maybe as urgent and they don't always have a set time like your work schedule maybe. So I'm gonna share some of mine, and also let you know I don't necessarily do these every week or every month. And for the weekly goals, I try not to have daily goals because then if I miss one day, then I feel like a failure. But in my weekly goals, I will put beside certain tasks like 2 to 5 times. And that means that I want to do it more than once a week, but I'm not like set on a certain number. You know, if I did that task 6 times and I had it as a daily goal, then I'm like, oh, well, I failed because I didn't do all 7 days. But if I have it on my weekly goals list and I do it 3 times, then I'm like, oh, that's good, instead of, oh, I missed it 4 times. Okay, so one of my weekly goals is to schedule a YouTube video. So this can be big, daunting tasks like that, or it can be little things like I also have trimming my fingernails on there. And I used to be like, how often do you do that? I try to go climbing every week, and so I've realized if I trim my nails weekly, then it's easier and more enjoyable to climb. And so even if I skip a week, I'm okay. And so that really helps just to have this on this list. Okay, some other ones. I send a weekly email newsletter. So that goes on here. Read a physical or an ebook. Read an audio book. These are just to give you ideas and examples of what I'm talking about, but you know better like what you want to do. And so try not to put things that other people want you to do on here. These are just things that you actually want to do and believe will make your life better or more meaningful or whatever, overall health and wellness kind of thing. So also declutter. And I used to have declutter with someone, but I don't do that every week anymore. So I just put declutter because I can declutter by myself and that counts. Climb 2 to 5 times a week. Watch the sunset and or the sunrise. And so just having that reminder written down and where I can go back and see it repetitively really helps, because I might watch the sunrise for a while and do really good at that. And then, like I said, I get distracted or busy or focused on other things, or just want to scroll and read on my phone or whatever happens. So, or my routine changes, I don't know. So having it to kind of reset every now and then is very helpful. Another one was walk, swim. So of course that one's not year round for me, but call my mom and some other family members. I have no phone days on here, and I have not done that in a long time. So that's been a helpful reminder. Like I need to get back to that. And so yesterday I just took 2 hours off my phone. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do the whole day, but I can at least do a couple of hours. And it was amazing. And I got so much done. It's crazy when I don't have the option to feel productive by reading or watching a video on my phone. Then I'm like, okay, I guess I can unload the dishwasher. I was like walking around my house like, okay, what do I need to do? It was so funny, but I really did a lot in that time. And then like journal and paint watercolor. So let me share some of my monthly goals now. I put mail a letter and a package, and I love receiving mail, but also writing. So this one I thought was really good, but I used to have it as a daily thing. I was like, oh, I should try to write a letter every day this year. Well, that quickly did not happen. But I then thought, okay, well, I can write a letter a week, but still that was just, I don't know, for some reason, I did not keep up with that. But having it as a monthly goal, and then also sending a package, which I send a letter in as well. So it's kind of like 2 letters a month. That was very doable for me. And this seems like such a small thing, and like, why would you have this on your monthly list? But I view it as a really big thing because it is so important for my relationships. And I live thousands of miles away from my family and friends. So this is a great way to connect with them and not feel like I'm interrupting their day, but also if they're getting bills or junk mail and then they have this nice little surprise, I think that's kind of fun. But it has been, I think I've stuck with it because it's so fun every month to look and see, okay, who needs a letter or a package this month? And I'll think like, okay, who has a birthday? Who's graduating? Who has experienced a loss? Who has moved? And it's been really fun to choose who I'm giving a gift to. And like, I haven't run out of people to buy for or items and ideas to give them. So I really enjoyed that. And I like giving throughout the year and more of a surprise than just at like holiday time. Okay. Another one is meal prep. So I don't do a ton of meal prep, but I do like to cook chicken and then shred it in the stand mixer. And I can freeze some. I will immediately make stuff like chicken salad or buffalo chicken dip or like a chicken noodle soup. So that has been amazing and really helpful throughout the rest of the month, but I don't have to do it every week. And then I also put clean, and so I just put some of the cleaning tasks that I have. We don't have children or pets, so we don't clean as frequently as other families, but I will choose one of these things to clean. So like the toilets, the bathtub, instead of cleaning everything on the same day, I will just like choose one per week. If you want to put that on your weekly tasks, you could do that too. And then I put check Instagram on here, which is funny because it actually helped me to stop checking Instagram. I really do only check it 1 to 5 times a month, whereas I used to check it weekly, daily, I don't know, a lot. And like, I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. So I don't always do all of those, but it does help remind me that these are things I want to do and enjoy doing. I use this list to plan my month. So you may already have a monthly planner or system for planning your month. You can also just use a regular notebook or whatever you already use and kind of plug those items in to make sure you're actually doing them and actually changing your life starting today. And next week, I will actually do a video of how I set up my monthly planner and what the pages look like and what I include and how it helps me so much. And I've been doing this since 2017. So I talk about that in here, but I'm also going to make a video about it. This one was just getting too long when I added all of that in. So I wanted to go ahead and share. The simple first step is thinking about what you want to do more of and actually writing it down. I think it helps to like handwrite things and see what happens. But if you don't, I have created this planner, and this is the proof copy. So it has this little thing that says not for sale. That won't be on yours. But in the journal / planner, I walk you through how I use it, how I set it up. I give sample pages, and this will last you for 5 years if you use it the way that I tell you. And so it's very like pretty slim and lightweight. That's what I love about it. Lots of things I love, but I just wanted to mention it. I will link to it. So check this out on Amazon, and then also be on the lookout for my next video. Also, I typically talk about decluttering and simplifying life. So if that's something that interests you, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.